Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, I got a question today about aerodynamics, but not of the racket, of your grip. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so quick shout out to RT, Stevie, Pablo. Thanks for the jacket, guys. It's from Battle in the Bay. 12 years, all of us together. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And to 12 more, at least years, if not forever. BBC Classic, guys. All right. Anyways, so question from Amir about aerodynamics, but not in a tennis racket, but in the different grips that we hold it. So the specific question was, is there an aerodynamic difference from a semi-Western to a full Western, right? So what Amir is asking me is there an aerodynamic difference from holding a semi-Western grip to a Western grip? Will the racket go through faster, or is there an advantage of holding one versus another in cutting through the air? Well, Amir, that's actually a very good question. I've actually never thought about it. So let's go to basics real quick. When you hold a semi-Western grip, and ever since Amir's asked this question, I've been watching people's strokes and how they swing, how their take back is with a semi-Western. And, I see various take backs and then this, like the bring through and the follow through and everything versus a Western, right? I can definitely see that a semi-Western is just a little slower because there is a little more drag in there. When you bring the racket back, right, like it kind of the modern way of doing this, right? Think about it here. I'll do it like this way, right? The fastest way you can bring it back and the most aerodynamic way would be to hold it like this, obviously, which is what most people do. They cut like this, so there's no air drag like this, right? So it's like this, and then when you bring it through, it leads with this, obviously, with this, and then that, right? So that's the least air drag through, and that's a semi-Western. But by holding it with a semi-Western grip, though, there is drag when you come through here because you're opening up the head now and coming through. All right, guys, so there's a way to test this. My buddy, Coach Devin, just walked in and we just talked about aerodynamics a little bit. You can actually hear it, he said. So let me show you what I'm talking about. We'll take this out of my hand. We'll get a strung racket in my hand now. And I'm going to hold it. With a semi-Western, okay? Doesn't feel comfortable to me, but semi-Western. He said you can hear this, though. Okay, I'll swing it the same way. Okay, hopefully you heard that. Now I'm going to go to my way. So listen for the difference. Semi-Western. Western, extreme. Did you hear the difference there was a higher swoosh with the extreme Western than there was the semi-Western. Therefore, the drag was a little greater in the semi-Western. So, Amir, yes, there is a difference in the grips. Imagine holding a Continental. There's going to be even more drag in a Continental grip. It's just the way of how the racket actually comes through the air. When you have an extreme Western, the plane is kind of like this, right? You get the edge of the racket through a little more, and then it opens up here, and then it finishes up there. Whereas let's just go Continental, right? We go Continental, we're more here, so we're kind of here. So there's more of the face of the racket coming through a little more, and then most of the time, as much as you can go is here. You can't go here, unless you really want to. It's not natural, and then you come through there, right? Kind of opened already. So extreme would be last minute and open, right? Here and through. So extreme Western would probably be the best grip for aerodynamics. Okay? Guys, I hope I answered that question, but test the sound theory. Test the sound theory. The swoosh. Then you'll know if you're actually swinging fast too. All right? I'm actually going to get my man Coach Devin to show me a couple things, and we'll do a separate video on hearing the swoosh in various strokes too. Okay? Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.